Okay, so what's good, guys? Listen, I'm trying to put together a good filming environment so I don't always have to be on the woods to produce videos. So I'm doing this whole America thing back here with the Don't Tread on Me, trying to just basically set up an environment where I can crank out more videos and more quality. So that being said, trying to figure out what to do for my next video, like this one that you're watching right now. First, I was thinking tactical pants, right? The quintessential tactical pants. You know, these are true spec. They're basically, they're basically BDUs, but in a flat pattern, right? No camo. So, talk about the classic tactical pants. Maybe talk about the not so tactical style of pants that are coming out now in the market where it's a denim material, but you still have pockets and that type of functionality. Or, we could just like ditch that topic because maybe that's a little bit boring and talk about something a lot more interesting, right? What do you say? I got this Chemical Weapon Decontamination kit here from Fast Act, a company based out of Florida. They were kind enough to send me this for review, and this kit has a lot of cool stuff in it, right? It has this decontamination mitt, right, that you can use to wipe down surfaces that are contaminated, including your bare skin. It has this mask that you wear in the event of a chemical weapons attack, and then some other goodies in these packets. So let's go ahead and get in the review, and then we're gonna talk about some scenarios where stuff like this would actually come in handy. And I'm talking like real world scenarios, stuff that could actually happen. So stay tuned. Let's start with the mask, and arguably the most important item in this kit. And the first thing you're gonna wanna do is just a visual inspection. You're gonna wanna look at the mask, make sure nothing is broken or damaged or out of place. Anything that would prevent this mask from working as intended, because if it didn't, and you're relying on it, that kind of sucks. So everything looks good, confident, doesn't look broken, anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. And I'm just gonna hook my thumb down here at the base of the mask, holding these two straps, and just pull it directly over my face. That's it. I'm gonna adjust the straps, pulling on each end to make sure I have a good tight seal. I'm gonna adjust this nose bridge right here to make sure it's a good seal over the top. And then I know when I have a good seal because when I breathe in, I can feel the mask kind of contract a little bit around my face. And that's what I want. So that's the mask. Pretty easy to use and pretty damn important part to this kit, right? So we got that. Then we got the decontamination net. And this is super simple to use. The only thing you're gonna do here is you're going to rip the packet right there, and you're gonna take out the mitt. You're gonna put it on your hand, you're gonna adjust the strap so it doesn't fall off, and you're gonna use that mitt to wipe down your equipment. Maybe you have pepper spray or some sort of chemical agent on your skin. You're gonna wipe down there, or however you need to use this mitt, right? And that's, these are the basics, the mask and the mitt. Now for bigger issues, bigger spills, we got two options, starting with the microfiber towel pack. Now there's two towels in here. The green one is gonna be used first, and that's gonna enable you to clean up the big mess. Just blot it up, soak up as much as you can. And then once you're done doing that, you're gonna pull out the black towel. The black towel has the Fast Act powder in it, and that's what you're gonna use to clean up the rest of the spill and decontaminate that area. Now, this packet right here has 2 bottles of Fast Act powder, each one containing 50 grams of this agent. And these are super simple to use as well. You take the bottle out of the packet, tearing here, take the bottle out, shake it for 5 seconds, pop the top, invert the bottle, and squeeze it to dispense the powder on the contaminated surface. And that's it. And it's simple, right? And that's what you want in a high stress situation like that, especially if you're not trained to deal with this. And they've been kind enough to put these instructions on the back right there. And the instructions, you got a white background with black text, so it has high contrast and very easy to read. So these are the 4 items in the kit that you're gonna get when you place this order. And finally, they've been kind enough to include this Survivalist user guide. And this instruction manual basically goes into a lot more detail about everything in the kit and how to use those items. And that's it. So 4-piece kit plus instruction manual. Now let's go ahead and talk scenarios. The first scenario that comes to mind is the realm of political activism. If you guys are halfway paying attention, you saw things were a little nutty under Obama, right? Things got a little crazy. Now with Trump in office, things have gone off the rails when it comes to political discord. Things are crazy. You have the rise of this hard left element, the anti-fascist, the communist, the anarchist, and then you have the resurgence of the hard right. I'm talking fascist, national socialist, and people kind of in that spectrum, the more extreme libertarians. and anti-capitalist, right? So those two elements, last time I checked, don't get along. There was actually a world war fought between these two elements, and it didn't work out too well. Lots of people died, right? So there's those two aspects, and they bring this different vibe to the political scene now. So even if you're not like associated with either one of those groups, and let's just say you're a Trump supporter, or you're a supporter of anybody who is literally to the right of Stalin and doesn't believe in 57 genders and supports traditional family values, you're gonna be labeled a Nazi. You might as well just show up with these events and sig heil and goose step your way in, because the way Antifa looks at you, they have no respect for your freedom of speech at all. They will use violence to shut you down. And you've seen this, right? It's common knowledge, you know, so you're gonna wanna have one of these, right? That's just the nature of political discourse in this country. And you're also gonna wanna have one of these, because I can tell you from personal experience, pepper spray sucks, and tear gas sucks as well. So having one of these to go to any sort of political event, activism, whatever, is gonna come in real handy. And that's just a proven fact. There's no arguing that. But that's one scenario. Let's go ahead and talk about the scenario that maybe, you know, the majority of Americans are like, listen, you know, you got just this side, you got this side, you got, you know, people down the middle. A lot of people just like to mind their own business, right? And for those people, you know, that's cool. I totally respect that. You want to protect your family. You might want to put a couple of these in your bug out bag, right? You might want to put these guys in your vehicle for bigger cleanups, because let's face it, chemical weapons are not difficult to use. They've been in use since 1918 and maybe even before that. So, you know, you can have a rogue nation, you can have terrorist elements, get a weapon into the United States, right? Sneak it across the border, you know, that's so secure, right? You know, bring it into a port of, you know, a port on our coast in a cargo ship and detonate it, right? We've seen this used to a high degree of effect in Syria, where, you know, they're barrel bombing. These are primitive bombs. They're shooting chemical weapons out of, you know, handmade howitzers, and these are easy agents to deliver. At least it seems to me by what I see on television. And hell, even ISIS at their climax, when they were like chopping heads across Iraq and crucifying people, they were deploying drones with different weapons on them. They were using chemical weapons. So this is not the realm of, you know, sci-fi, fantasy, some sort of crazy, you know, shit hit the fan type of scenario. This stuff actually happens. So that's why I like this kit, and that's why I think it's applicable to the, you know, survivalists out there like myself, preppers, and you know, anybody who wants to basically protect themselves, right? So all that being said, I want you guys to look in the description. I have a discount code for this, so when you go to fast-act.com, you can save a few bucks on this kit. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm wearing a tinfoil hat. I don't know. Am I? Not sure. I think these are legitimate scenarios of discussion, right? So hit me up, let me know what you think, and I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for what we got going on down the road, because I'm going to be doing some urban exploring. We're going to be doing some tactical pants reviews, and hopefully getting back out of the forest and actually building my first bushcraft shelter out here in the Florida Pinelands. So stay tuned for all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.